This is a reading for Leo for September 8th through the 14th. So if Leo is your sun or moon rising or Venus, this is a general reading for you. So take what resonates and leave the rest. I'm again offering a complimentary 30-minute reading for someone who either subscribes or puts in a comment in the month of September. So if you're interested in doing that, please consider subscribing or putting in a comment. And no, I do read all your comments, and I so appreciate your support of the channel and the kind words and prayers and encouragement for me and for my gypsy dog. It's greatly appreciated. Also, if you like the video, thumbs up, like, that helps build it. And if you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing. And if you think you're a subscriber, look below the video and see if it says that you're a subscriber. Sometimes YouTube unsubscribes people. It's like a little glitch. I don't know why, but please look to see if you're a subscriber. And if you'd like to be a subscriber, it costs absolutely nothing. It is free. Free is good. And the advantage is that you could be in the considered for the complimentary reading, and if you put notification, you'll be notified when all the videos come out. So please consider subscribing if you would like to. For the month of September, I am offering a 30-minute reading sent to you by video, and the September special is $22 for 30 minutes. It's usually $30. So it is a special. Oh, you hear the little noise, that's Nina snoring. The money from that is going to go for my vet bills, because two of the dogs are getting ready when I go back to the States, and they have to have all their shots and everything. So I spent 350 euros a week ago on for Jason and for Milo. And then I still have Gypsy's ongoing, her vet appointments and her medication. And then I'm putting money aside for when she needs to go to the vet to cross over, because I need to have the money for that. So if you're interested in getting a reading, you're going to be saving money, and it's going to help me to with the vet bills. So consider that. Send me an email if you're interested. The email address is below the video. And also, I still have my regular readings, which are available, and those can be live, and I use WhatsApp usually. So you can ask, it's interactive, and you can ask questions, and that information is down below too also. I have my crew here today. Nina's on the table. This is a Saturday morning. It's quiet. I like it because there's not all that traffic at the little market. So I like it quiet. The energy is very good. Jason is in the bedroom. Milo is in the living room. Milo's now on heart pills because he's 16, he's getting old. Gypsy is outside, I think, because it's nice and cool out there, and she is with Hope, and Hope's out in the courtyard. It's real interesting that a little side is that Hope is my 16-year-old blind deaf dog that was a street dog in Portugal. I've had him for a year, and he really likes the presence of the other dogs out there. He likes being outside. I don't bring him in. I will when the weather gets colder. I bring him in at night because they would let him out in the morning, they wander all day, and then they come back. So when the weather was cold, I have a dog bed, and he comes in, and then right away at 6 o'clock in the morning, he wants out. But he likes being with the other dogs, so when they went outside, then he was following them around because he's blind, and he likes that, being around with them. His life is safe, and that's, and he has a good life, as limited as it can be. So he's out there too. So that's my story about my dogs today, and my little feral kitten, that they have feral cats here, and I have a feeding station. He snuck into the house, and he's in the kitchen cabinet. He didn't know that I saw him. So he's where I have the pantry. And so I have to be real quiet because he is very feral. So, Leo, what have we got going on today? I'm using the Morgan Greer deck, and I'm going to also be pulling some cards. So I haven't really had any messages yet from your spirit guides. As I've been as I'm doing the readings, they're going to start telling me what they want to tell you, and things will start coming out in your reading. So the very first card I have, oh, look at this. The Ace of Swords. Now, I really like the Ace of Swords because this is the clarity card, the information card. So this is like information. You're starting a new journey and you're gathering the information in order to make informed decisions and clarity. Where are you going? You know, this is the where are you going card. And the Nine of Swords released. So it's the end of that situation, whatever it was. For different people, it's different situations. It could be home, it could be work, it could be relationships, but it is whatever was behind you is now over. So this is about your new journey and releasing that emotionally draining situation that you moved away from, and it could have been a major life lesson. So as a result of that, and also you could be even getting some information or it's a new journey, leaving that past, moving forward. And it's always important to look ahead, not where you've been. And here is your Page of Swords. So in the past, there was a message about that situation. So it's ending that, and you have of the cards that I've drawn, it's 3 swords. Now, what's on your mind is a Page of Cups. So you have 2 pages. You have the Page of Swords and Page of Cups. Messages coming to you. Ahead is the Strength card. Aha. Spirit's telling you, have that strength. Oh. No, I'm off. At the base of it is the Page of Swords. Behind you is the Page of Cups. Crowning you is the Strength card. Ahead of you is 7 of Pentacles. Work. Could be getting a job offer. We'll see what that comes. Now, this around you is the 3 of Swords reversed. Reversed. You're healing your heart, but you still have that energy about whatever happened. Then you have the 5 of Pentacles coming up. The Knight of Cups. And the final outcome is the Queen of Cups. So a lot of this, it could be that someone had a relationship that sort of like ended. No, it's more than that. I see, and this seems really, I see it's like tumbling down a hill, a mountain, that you thought everything was fine, and it was just, as a result of that, you felt like you were just tumbling along and almost out of control, that things were just, once the information came out, or once the incident that started the whole thing to just roll ahead and break ahead, it was like it wouldn't stop. It started creating its own energy of just more and more and more stuff, and so it's like came out of control. It's almost like an earthquake, for example. That, under the earth, that the earth is like moving around, but you can't see it, but it's moving its plate. So you were in a situation, you couldn't see what's going on. But once it started, like the earthquake, which was your information, because there's your Page of Cups, then it just continued to roll and roll and roll, and it couldn't be stopped. It just, as it rolled, it created, that's it. As it rolls, it creates more energy. As you go down the hill and you're rolling down the hill, the more you roll, the faster you go. So that's almost like whatever the situation was, it was just rolling and rolling and creating more and more and more, so you couldn't stop it. And it was just, everything came tumbling away. And you still have some healing from that. There's stuff still going on to heal, because you didn't have time to even stop and to catch your breath as things were falling apart, whatever it was, whether it was work or whether it was relationship. Because the final outcome is the Queen of Cups and manifestation. What do you want to create there? Then we have your Page of Cups and your 3 of Pentacles, learning something, new beginnings. 5 of Pentacles with this 7 of rods, Three of Swords with the Two of Cups, the Work card, Wheel of Fortune, you know, the Seven of Pentacles. So you can start manifesting. Now, crowning you is the Emperor and the Strength card. Behind you with the Page of Cups is a partnership. Then we have your King of Swords with the Page of Swords and the Hangman crossed over by the Six of Swords. Now, isn't that interesting? Okay, because it's sort of like, you know, Hangman, you're not going anywhere, and the Six of Swords, you're deciding you're going to go someplace. But it's actually, you're no longer hanging around in limbo. You're like, okay, it's time to start moving forward. That's what you decided. It's time to start moving forward. So it can be work, but I think it can be relationships for some people too, that's sort of like the tumbled and tumbled. As a result of that, okay, for our Leo, what it's really interesting is, you know, Leo just had the birthdays, and things were starting to fall apart, and, you know, it kept accelerating. You know, so you couldn't put the cork into it anymore. You know, the old fable about the boy putting the finger in the dike so that it wouldn't flood out. That's almost what you've been doing over the time, is putting the finger in the dike so it wouldn't flow out. And now it started leaking out, and once it you couldn't keep your finger there to keep it from flooding out, then it really, like the dam broke, and that's exactly what had happened. And so you couldn't contain it anymore, because part of it, you were containing it, and part of it is that if you faced it, you would have to do something about it. That's part of it. So, you know, sometimes it was like the ostrich thing, that if you hide your head, it doesn't exist. Well, that, you know, it does. And so it couldn't ignore it anymore. And so now that it's out in the open and changes have occurred, now you're rebuilding. And you're rebuilding, and it's important to build on a firm foundation. There's still stuff that's going on around that you're dealing with. However, it's a different situation, rather than all the energy that you've been putting on, whether it's work or whether it's a relationship, all of that you've been putting into it to not deal with it, to hide it, and to sort of like patch it up. You can take that energy now, and you can be proactive in either healing what happened in the past or moving forward, or both. Healing what happened in the past, and then you can either rebuild that or move forward. For some of you, you may rebuild it, because now the old expression about the elephant in the room, well, now you know that the elephant's there and everybody saw the elephant, and now it's time to address that. For some of you, you're going to decide to rebuild. For others, you're moving forward into new directions. Each person has free will, so you decide what you're going to do. Now, your reading first is about, you know, your clarity, information about this situation. So as time goes by, the veil that keeps you from, you know, the reality, well, not reality, but the veil, so that you can get the clarity. It takes the veil away, so you can have clear vision of really what was going on and the direction to go. And this is clarity about this past situation, which was a very difficult time for you. And then you were in a limbo. You're like, okay, well, now I don't know what I'm going to do. You know, what direction do I want to go? For some of you, do I go apply for a new job? Do I create my own job if it's work? For others, it is like, do I proactively build a new life, a new direction, and redefine what's going on. And this is the Six of Swords, which is like, okay, I'm moving forward. I'm no longer in limbo, and I'm moving from this difficult situation, the rocky waters, into smooth waters. I am now in charge of my boat, being self-directed. So part of it is getting clarity, getting the facts, and that helps you, and also deciding the direction. And the other part is that you're moving forward, whatever that means. So it isn't being stuck anymore and thinking, okay, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Some of you are rebuilding, others are going in a new direction. So we'll see what it is. Because at the base of it is a Page of Swords, information from the King of Swords. You're going to get information. As a result of that information, that's your Ace of Swords, clarity, and also a result of that, moving forward, the Six of Swords. Now, the Page of Swords is information that you receive, and the King of Swords can be an organization, like a big company, or an entity, could be government, for example, or an individual, or a boss, someone in authority. But you get some information, and that's going to give you direction. So the King of Swords, if it's a person, he's very decisive. He's not a frilly kind of person, but you go up and you ask him, like a boss, what do you think? Okay, done what? He's very direct. He knows what he wants. He gives clear directions, and he knows who he is. Could be an organization, a large organization that you get some information about. And as a result of that, you move forward. I don't think it is about a job. It could be about government. For some of you, it could be involving government. It could be benefits, if you've applied for benefits. I don't think pentacles. Well, there are some pentacles, yes. So some of you might be having some dealings with government for benefits, for decisions related to maybe your own business, or something related to breaking up of the relationship. But there's this person of authority, could be, or organization, you're going to get some message. Because behind you, you got a message from Cups and a partnership. Now, it could also be moving, for example. Because the Two of Cups is a partnership, or the Two of Rods is a partnership. You're not really moving forward, but you're looking out in your horizons. And this has the crystal ball, so you're looking at your intuition also. And the Page of Cups is some information that you received. So it could be moving to a different place. It could be someone offering you a partnership. It can be, I don't think it's a relationship, but it could be. Because the Two of Pentacles can be a conversation between two people. I mean, the Two of Rods. And then it has to do with the Page of Cups. It could be someone approaching you for a relationship. Or it could be information that you have about a relationship. Or it could be housing. Whatever applies to you. Because what's on your mind is that you are to have the strength of the Lion, and with the Emperor. Now, this is someone's dealing with some government entity or person making a decision. That's on your mind. And it says to have the strength of the lion. See, he has the hand in the mouth of the lion. It shows a lot of strength. It shows be fearless. That's what it's saying. Be fearless in your dealings with the Emperor. The Emperor can be a person that is a person of authority, can be a government entity, can be someone that works for the government. There's a couple of different things. One, I get that somehow someone's having some situation with a government authority, like a government regulation agency, for example, and you are involved with them. It says have the strength of the lion. So part of that is not to avoid. That's what I'm getting. Do not avoid any dealings with the government entity, I get that maybe there could have been for someone some sort of it can be like the justice system or child welfare or something like that as a result of this domestic, and it says have the strength of the line. So, you know, for example, there are, in a lot of the states, if a child witnesses any domestic violence, then child welfare has to be involved. And it's for the protection of the child, and also to see that, you know, it's children learn what they see. And that's part of the basis, is to protect the child. So it could be that maybe the government entity is involved because of some domestic thing that was involved. Or it could be, you know, that's the worst case scenario. Well, not the worst case, but that could be a scenario. Or it could be that you're having some dealings with a government entity related to permits, or related to, for a new business, or licensing for a business, or applied for some benefits with the government. So it's some dealings with the government, and it says have the strength of the lion. Now, also in dealings with the government waiting for benefits, bureaucracy, have the strength of the lion. Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't waver. Just be, you know, and the lion is, you know, have that strength. The lion doesn't impulsively act. It takes its time and watches its prey before it makes the action. This is the same thing. Take your time, and also it's, you know, the lion gathers information. For example, he is looking at the prey and looking at what he's going to do. And this is the same thing. Figure out what you're going to do in your dealings with a government entity, and then follow that path and have the strength. Don't give up. Have that inner strength as you deal with them, whatever this government person is. So someone is, that's what is on your mind. It can be a private, applying for a program, applying for benefits. Could be, you know, some regulatory agency that you really don't, you know, that you have dealings with. And it says have the strength of the lion. And it can even be things like, you know, HOAs are also regulatory too, you know, and they have all their rules. So it could be dealings with you want to start your own business and you have to get licensing, and you know, they have, oh, you have to do this and this and this and this and this. Well, don't give up. That's what they're saying. Just plan what you're going to do, follow your course of action, have the strength. Because what's coming up is, this is related to work, because it's the Seven of Pentacles. So you've done the hard work, you planted the seeds, you learned the skill, and now you're waiting for the harvest, you know, and it's delayed. And it says, spin the wheel of fortune. Things are going to start coming to you. Continue to put out the energy. Put the energy in. Now, the Seven of Pentacles can be work, but it also can be working on your life. So it can be either way. But then, you know, just wait. You've put in your hard work. Continue, like the lion, the strength. Continue to be strong. Stay true to the course, because if you stay true to the course, you will be able to, you know, ride it. And in due time, you will see the results. Because up ahead here, what's around you is a conversation with another person about your broken heart. So that's what I think a part of it is. It can be domestic, it can be a broken up relationship. I don't see very many pentacles that, you know, it's not like a boss. So for some of you, it's domestic. For others, you could be moving, but you have, your heart is healing about, you know, and you have a conversation with this person. For some of you, you may decide to work on it and go through some healing process. For others, it's moving forward into new directions. But remember, have the strength of the lion. Have the strength card, because that's, you know, you be true to yourself and take care of yourself. Follow your compass. is what Spirit's saying. Follow your compass, what direction you want to go. And you're healing your broken heart here, and you have this conversation. Because then what's coming up is, this can be a work situation, the Five of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords. The Five of Pentacles has to do with loss of money, restriction of money, can be a job, can be, you know, separating resources, assets if it's domestic. Can be new endeavors, like if you have your own business, it could be a delay of money. If it was work, it could have been the shortages. And the Seven of Rods is the Five of Rods, which has been turned around, and now you have the strength to go forward. You no longer, you see, the Five of Pentacles is still having some financial difficulties, but you now have the strength to face it, and you can move on forward. There was, you know, the Five of Rods is disagreements and confusion. Arguments could be about that. But you are moving forward. You have a direction, you have a plan. And this is only, you know, it's still there. It could be some financial constraints, but you're moving forward. You know, the Six of Swords, you're moving forward. The Seven of Rods, moving forward. And this tension is going to ease. Yes. Okay, someone's saying, oh yes, I wish, I hope so. Yes. Okay, now, I have been listening to Julie Poole, P-O-O-L-E, on her manifestation. She has a great video that she just put out 2 days ago that I listened to, and it's about language. What we say in our words. So, if it's that I hope so, that isn't really claiming it. So it's how we say the spoken word. So she says, for example, bring me money, bring me resources, bring me, you know, bring me a job, bring me a job. Not that I need, and I'm going to cancel this, I need a job. Need shows lack. I would recommend that you look at her video, and she's just put out a new book. The reason I like Julie Poole is she is manifesting what she wanted. And I want to follow someone who applies what they know and shows me that it works. And so I've been following that, and I know that my energy of what I'm wanting to manifest is changing. And I highly recommend you follow her, Julie Poole, Manifestation 101. And the last video is very good, because I'm hearing someone say, oh, I hope so. You know, I hope my money's coming. Oh, I hope I get a job. Okay, speak the job. Bring me a job. Bring me that awesome job. Bring me that job that is paying me a great rate with wonderful benefits. Speak the truth, but not in a hope, not in a need, but claim it. And this is, you know, claim the money. Claim what you want, or claim what you have, not what you want. Claim what you have. See it coming to you. Because then we have here your Knight of Cups and the Three of Pentacles. Now, the Knight of Cups could be this person that's coming back, or it could be home, for example. Three of Pentacles is usually like a learning thing. It's money. So it's looking at direction. I would say that the Knight of Cups is coming to you. Could be the person from the past. It could be new opportunities for money. It could be a move. It could be learning about the Knight of Cups, because often the Three of Pentacles is going back to school or upgrading your skills. It's an assessing, because you know, the one is the ace is the beginning, two is a partnership, three is assessing, figuring out the direction you want to go. I would say that this is you're figuring out what you want to do with your Knight of Cups. For some of you, you also think you're moving, and for others, it could be related to money dealings, learning. It is a redefining the finances with your King of Cups. Could be, or money coming from the King of Cups, or your Knight of Cups. So it could be learning about or redefining the finances or the money dealings with your Knight of Cups. And then the final outcome is you as the Queen of Cups and whatever you want. Now, it could be a new home. Could be, you know, that you're relocating, but, you know, and the Judgment card is whatever you want. So someone here has been wanting to manifest. Oh yes, I feel the energy. I really feel the energy lifting on this one. I can feel it. Someone's wanting a new home, and you've been really working on it, wanting to manifest. I see it's coming. It's there. And I feel, oh my goodness, you've been waiting and waiting for this home, and you've been putting out to the universe what you want, and you finally see this home, and you feel such a sense of joy when you see that. It's almost like compared to like a child at a birthday party where everything's there and it's just the most perfect day. That's that energy that you are so happy, that happiness like a child, because it's the house. It is even better than what you imagined. And you love the energy, and you know that this is your place. For someone, this is please let me know if you hear about your house, because you've been waiting for it. You've been putting out the energy. You've been, you know, I'm not going to speak any negative, but there's been a lot of challenges, especially with our economy right now, and you know, shortages of good houses, and the interest rates have been high, for example. But you see that house, I'm canceling all that negative. You see this house, and it's like, oh, this is what I've been waiting for. Look at it, it has everything that I wanted, more so. So there's a movement, and it can be for other people manifestation of what you've been working on. Things are starting to come to you now after having gone through this, you know, all these challenges and conversations to clarify the roles of everybody. Now you are able to move forward, and you see that your hard work is paying off. And it's not just hard work like work, it's hard work on navigating the challenges of life. And that's what you've been doing. And now you can see, because, you know, when you had the going down the mountain and the momentum of everything falling apart, now you can see that through your hard work and addressing those things, that you now see things are starting to turn around and come to you. And that's exactly what is happening, Leo. Now, let's pull some oracle cards. Oh, okay. Well, I look at the time, and a lot of that is Nina just wanted to turn, and she was going to spill my coffee cup. Don't you spill my coffee on my cards, Miss Nina. Okay, so let's get some oracle cards, which is like a sequential story. And this is for our Leo, angels and archangels and spirit guides. What do we have for our Leo friends today? Angels and archangels and spirit guides. And for others, it isn't relationships, it's work. And there's going to be some positive changes coming. If you even stay where you still are, there's some positive changes coming. And because they realized that things were falling apart and they couldn't keep going that way. So there's been some changes. There could have been changes in bosses. It could have been changes in procedures, some changes. So just, you know, you've decided to stick it out, and it will have good results. Just stay there, and it will have good results. Angels and archangels and spirit guides, be showing what you have for Leo. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. The first card is clean it up. This is like taking care of business. Clean it up. So you know, and that's what you've been doing with the 5 of Pentacles. You are taking care of those loose ends, conversations with, you know, and cleaning it up so you can move forward. Then we have by the book, know that there's certain laws, regulations, the laws of the universe, the laws of manifestation, laws of attraction. You know, and I gave the little example that Julie Poole about how you speak the word. So this could be by the book. Learning how to speak to attract. And then the other card is truth be told. Clarity of what's going on, truth be told. So you now have a clear vision of what is going on for direction. And these are all very, it's like almost a manual. It's not just, you know, it's not spiritual. It's concrete suggestions. Clean it up. Truth be told. Buy the book. It's like Spirit's telling you, this is what you do, boom, 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 here on the physical plane and manifestation to make the changes. So Spirit's giving you the roadmap to get to your goal. Okay, now let's pull a law of positivism card. I really like that it's quiet outside today. I could do this every day. Okay, angels and archangels. What is it that we have for the law of positivism for our Leo? And here's the card. It is, I'm evolving as a soul when I'm aware of my soul's journey. When I'm aware of my soul's journey. Okay, now I have the Louise Hay affirmation cards. Angels and archangels and spirit guides, what do you want our wonderful Leo to know? Angels and archangels and spirit guides. Please show me what you want my Leo to know. Okay. I trust the process of life. There is a rhythm and a flow to life, and I am part of it. Life supports me and brings me only good and positive experiences. I trust the process of life to bring me my highest good. Now, isn't that good? There, if you want to take a picture of that. Because things are coming to you. Trust the process. Buy the book. The process is by the book. You know, this confirms the other card, the other oracle card. And angels and archangels and spirit guides of the light, please give me another card also for our Leo. Clear down in here. Okay. All my relationships are harmonious. That's good, isn't it? When we create harmony in our minds and hearts, we will find it in our lives. The inner creates the outer always. There. And this is also about manifestation. Now let's pull the Believe in Your Own Magic. And then I'll pull the meditation card. Okay. And here is the Believe in Your Own Magic. Angels and archangels and spirit guides. Here we go. Okay. Is it this one or this one? Here. Well, two. Okay. The first one is morning. The world awaits you, which means action. Get into action. But it's no longer in the Hanged Man. And the other one is villain. You can always rewrite the story. So it is moving forward. There is no villain. Number 38, which works out to an 11, a master number. A hard truth to swallow sometimes, our villains win. However, that doesn't mean you should give up or lose all hope. It just means that it's time to rewrite the story and keep going. It can be incredibly freeing and empowering to reclaim yourself after a personal tragedy. This goes to what was happening in your life. You know, tumbling down, and it created more and more and more energy, and it kept falling apart. So reclaim who you are. Have that strength of the lion. And rewrite the story. It doesn't define you. because you know, it's only for that moment in the past. It's not for the future. It was only in that moment in the past. Someone needed to hear that, because Spirit is, you know, talks through the cards, and then the little meditation card we have of the starlight. Oh, see, someone's outside already. Angels and archangels and spirit guides. Angels and archangels and spirit guides. What is the card for our Leo? Okay. Here we go. Dark side, don't hide yourself away. Dark side, don't hide yourself away. Okay. Thank you so much, Leo. And until next time. Oh, also, if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. And if you want that reduced price, the special for September, send me an email. Thank you so much. And Nina and I are sending you light and love from Portugal.